Hey YouTube, my father was a coward. He died at 77, so I guess that makes me a terrible person for saying this. I'm one of 5 of his children. He didn't live with us. He left when I was very young. Having 5 kids was just too much for him. So he went to live with his mother and brother and other family. But I always felt like he never really wanted to come and see us. He came to give my mother money, child support, and he would spend time with us. If he didn't have to pay, would he have come visit? I can't imagine having kids and then saying, it's too much, I have to leave. So my mother was left with 5 kids to take care of. I believe if you have kids, it's your job. No matter what happens, you have to be there for them. I never learned anything from my father. He never really gave me any good advice. I remember once he told me, school isn't important, I don't need school. He left school. He didn't finish school. And he went through life not being able to read and write. He didn't have any mental problems. I don't think he really cared about us. I guess it's easier not to care than to care. I remember rarely he would take us to the movies on a weekend, if we asked. He liked to drink, go to the pub, and watch football. I remember asking him, what would you be doing today if you weren't here taking us to the movies? And he said, he'd be watching the football. So then I felt guilty. I asked him to spend some time with us and take us to the movies, but now he's missing his football. And I felt bad. And I remember saying sorry. My mother went into hospital once and my father had to take care of us, had to come to the house and stay. I remember being really excited. It was new to me and I never remembered having a father figure stay at the house. And I remember in the morning when he stayed over, the first morning I ran downstairs. I woke up early, ran downstairs, couldn't wait to see him. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and he said, why are you up? Go back to bed. So there's me, full of life, smiling, happy to see my father. And then it all just got sucked away. And I just remember going back upstairs and going back to bed. Sad. Would it have hurt him to just say, hey, come down, let's have some breakfast together or something? I don't know. Why have kids if you don't want them? It can really mess up a child not having a father figure in their life. I remember one time after we finished watching a movie, we were walking back and a kid from school, a troublemaker from school, called me and started saying some weird stuff just to make trouble. He was a lot bigger than me. And I remember stopping, and while this kid was just talking trash, and my father just kept walking. He didn't do anything, didn't say anything, just kept walking. I stopped. There's this big bully. But in the end, he said, just go. And I remember having to run back to my father, who had pretending not to hear anything, not to see anything, just walking away. And when I got to him, he just said nothing. Looked away like he did not want to get involved at all. If you had a kid and this big bully started talking trash to him while you're walking with them, wouldn't you do something? Say something? I remember when I got older, I even asked him, do you even like coming over here to see us? And he said yes, but I really don't believe him at all. He never hit us, but I felt there was no love for us. I don't know what's worse, not feeling loved by your father or being beaten by your father. Maybe if he hit me, that would show some kind of careless. He gives a damn to actually go out of his way to hit me. I don't have kids. I may have them. I do feel broken mostly inside due to everything that happened when I was a kid. There's a lot to talk about. I think parents should have to go through some kind of test, like when you get your driver's license. If you're not fit to have kids, you really shouldn't have them. Because now I'm not in a good place. My mother and father are dead, and I felt little or no love from them. I remember almost getting hit by a car, and the driver swore at me and drove off. And again, my father just kept on walking. I don't know what my future will be, but I want to be better than that. But I'm afraid I won't be. Thanks for listening, and take care.